Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN TV in conjunction with Colfax High School presents Viking pregame. A look at today's Colfax Vikings boys game. And now, Viking pregame.
Good evening and welcome to the NLWN studios, where tonight the Colfax Vikings are getting ready to try and stay on top in the Dun St. Croix Conference race as they take on the Mondovi Buffaloes. Rick Olson here, and soon I'll head over to the school and join Dan Petchow as we're getting ready to bring you all the play-by-play action of tonight's game right here on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN TV. Now, coming up in this edition of Viking pregame, we'll take a look at tonight's matchup between the Mondovi Buffaloes and the Colfax Vikings. Then we'll get Coach Noel's perspective on tonight's game in Coach's Corner. Following that, we'll bring you all the play-by-play action of tonight's game. So it's time to get ready for some exciting high school boys basketball. All that coming up right after this brief timeout. You're tuned to Viking pregame on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN TV.
This is the story of a boy who is very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where nothing could get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. It made him feel uncomfortable. One day, he found out he had something called autism. His family got him help, and slowly, he learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Welcome back to Viking pregame, where Dan Petchow and I are getting ready to bring you all the action of tonight's game between the Mondovi Buffaloes and the Colfax Vikings. The Vikings are looking to keep their Dun St. Croix Conference record unblemished as they try to return to the Dun St. Croix Conference Championship. The Vikings are coming off a 61-52 victory in their conference opener over Glenwood City Hilltoppers. This season, the Vikings are averaging nearly 53 points per game. They are spreading the scoring around with contributions from 6'2 senior Caden Erickson, 6'3 senior Tanner Hoffman, and 6'1 senior Noah Hydorn. In addition, 6'5 senior Drew Gibson is making his presence known from the low post, the high post, and the outside. Now, Mondovi comes into tonight's game averaging 64 points per game in spite of an 0-2 record on the season. The Buffaloes lost their season opener to the Durand Panthers 59-55 and had their game with Boyceville get canceled. And then they lost to a very tough Prescott team in a non-conference game 91-73. The Buffaloes are led in scoring by 6'3 sophomore forward Jared Faulkner, who's putting up 17.5 points per game. Also contributing to the Mondovi scoring is 6' junior guard Evan Gray, who adds 12 points per game, and 6'4 senior guard Wyatt Faulkner, who chips in with 10 points. Jared and Wyatt Faulkner also lead the Buffaloes in rebounding by grabbing a combined 17 boards per game. Wyatt Faulkner is also developing a reputation as having a nose for the ball by coming up with an average of 3.5 steals per game. Now, coming up next, following this timeout, we'll get Coach Noel's perspective as we chat with him on Coach's Corner. You're tuned to Viking pregame on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN TV.
Being prepared is a part of who you are, but it's especially important in the case of a disaster. Be informed about possible emergencies in your area. Make a plan that covers where you go in an emergency. Build a kit with the things you need to survive. There's no one more capable of planning for your situation than you. Start your plan today. Go to ready.gov/myplan.
Time now to see what the coaches have to say. It's Coach's Corner, where they look at tonight's game from the coach's point of view. And now, Coach's Corner.
Today we're talking with Viking boys head coach Mark Knoll. And coach, in just a few minutes, the Vikings are going to be tipping off, such as it is this year, against the Mondovi Buffaloes. And the Vikings are currently 1-0 in the Dun St. Croix Conference after taking care of business against the Glenwood City Hilltoppers last Thursday. Your comments about that game?
Well, first of all, the game was a fun game to coach in because it was my first conference game to be able to coach the Colfax Vikings in. It was probably for the fans. It might have been a fun game to watch just because there was a lot of action going on. There was a lot of back and forth and good defensive play by both teams being played. We played our buzz defense, which is to put it in easy terms for people out there. It was a kind of an extended 2-3, but we're trapping and being really aggressive with it, and we're playing in the passing lanes. It's a defense that a lot of people don't play up here, and it was fun. We forced 29 turnovers, and we had 16 steals, so that's a pretty good day's worth of work.
That sounds like the boys had a lot of fun playing that too.
Yeah, they did. They had a lot of fun, and you could, for those that were at home watching, which I know most were, they could see our bench. When I watched the game over 3 times, and you can watch those boys on the bench. They're having fun. I've given them the green light. I want them to have fun. I know this is kind of a weird time that we're all in right now, and I want them to enjoy playing the game of basketball and really, really have fun being around each other and create those memories.
Well, as we mentioned earlier, tonight the Vikings are taking on the Mondovi Buffaloes. What can you tell us about the Buffaloes and any special challenges that they present?
Yeah, first of all, they have a very well-coached team, a lot of talent on their team, some good size, length. They're going to play a 1-3-1 defense probably the whole game against us. And that's hard because it takes you out of everything that you want to do. Just like our 2-3 buzz defense takes you out of everything that you want to run. So it forces you just to have to make plays, and it forces you to make shots. And if we can make enough corner threes and get the ball inside enough, it'll be a fun night. But I know it's going to be a hard fought play game. Mondovi they're 0-2, but they've played 2 really good teams. They lost to Durand by 4 points. Durand's ranked number 10 in the state. They also lost to Prescott last night by around 13, and Prescott has a really good team as well. So they're 0-2, but they could easily be 2-0.
Yeah, in fact, I think Prescott put up like 93 points on him or something like that, but still, that means Mondovi can put the points up as well.
Yeah, because they had like 78 or something like that, and Prescott's a proven very good team.
So should we look for more of an outside game from the Vikings tonight with that 1-3-1?
Well, that's you typically what you get against a 1-3-1 is you want to get some dribble penetration from the top and some touches, post touches into the middle. But typically what is wide open is the corner threes. They'll have a small guy on the bottom, and we're going to try to attack him we have a couple quick hitters that we can run where we can get him some touches down there on the block. But as we get those touches there, those corner threes are open as well. So depending on how they want to defend it, that's what's going to give certain shots wide open. And if it ends up being the 3-point shot, we just got to make some of those shots. And if we do, we can maybe get them out of it.
Any particular Vikings you're looking to step up tonight to have a little extra contribution?
Yeah, I mean, obviously in our last game, we had 3 players that hit double figures and a 4th that had 8. So we almost had 4 guys basically in double figures. So that's a really good sign that we've got some different kids that can step up and make some shots. When it comes to playing against the zone, you need your outside shooters to do well. I think Drew Gibson, I think he can hopefully have a bounce back game from his last game. But last game scoring wise, he didn't score for us, but he got a lot of assists. He had a lot of rebounds. He helped us break the press against Glenwood City. So he did a lot of other things in the game that was huge for us. And then Caden Erickson, I think Caden has a chance he's been knocking down some shots for us in our first 2 games. We need him to continue to do that. And then everybody else as well. I mean, those are probably our 2 best 3-point shooters at this time.
Now, are there any Viking players that have injuries or illnesses or dealing with COVID protocols that we need to be aware of?
Yeah, I mean, no, we have nothing with COVID going on, and Hunter Reback is the only one that has an injury right now. He has something that happened in football that he's kind of dealing with one of his knees, and it kind of comes and goes with the pain, and so we've sat him out these last few days of practice, letting him relax because we've got 4 games in like 6 days here. So we're trying to be smart and possibly only play him in the conference games and not in the non-conference games. So we'll see what happens. It's going to depend on how he's feeling.
Well, Coach Noel, good luck on tonight's game. I can tell in the background my dogs are getting pretty excited about what's going to be happening tonight. And hopefully the Vikings will be able to push that Dunn St. Croix Conference record to 2-0.
Yeah, thank you. And appreciate everybody out there that's watching the games and cheering us on. I can't wait till I get the chance to see everybody back in the community, and thank you, Rick, for doing this. This is awesome that you guys are doing this for the community.
Thank you, Coach. We have a lot of fun.
You've been listening to Coach's Corner, where they look at tonight's game from the coach's point of view. This has been a presentation of the Northern Light Webcasting Network.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all. If I could go back, I would. But I can't.
Welcome back to Viking Pregame. The Vikings are looking to up their Dunn St. Croix Conference record to 2 wins and no losses. And on the other hand, the Mondovi Buffaloes would like to pick up their first win of the season and show they're going to be competitive in this season's conference race. So the stage is set for some exciting boys high school basketball. And we'll have all the action for you right here on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN TV. Now, in just a moment, I'll be heading over to the school to join my colleague Dan Petchow as we'll bring you all the action of tonight's boys' game between the Colfax Vikings and the Mondovi Buffaloes. That's all coming up next. You've been tuned to Viking Pregame on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN TV.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies. Selfie, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.
You've been tuned to Viking Pregame with a look at today's Colfax Vikings boys game. This has been a presentation of the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN TV. Stay tuned. Coming up next is Light Colfax Viking basketball.
There are 16 million children struggling with hunger in America. That's 1 in 5 daughters, sons, neighbors, and classmates who don't know where their next meal is coming from. Yet billions of pounds of good food go to waste every year. It's time we do something about it. Feeding America is a nationwide network of food banks that helps provide meals to millions of kids and families in need. Visit feedingamerica.org to help them feed even more. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
Colfax Viking basketball is on the air.
Over to Hydorn, drives down the left side, lays it up and in. And the Vikings draw first blood.
The Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN TV proudly presents tonight's Colfax Viking boys varsity basketball game.
Underneath the Reback, lays it up and puts it in.
Great pass by Noah Hydorn.
Join us as we head out to the gym for tonight's Viking basketball.
Back out high to Gibson, three-pointer on the way, off the front of the iron, rolls around and in. That hit the rim about 4 different places before it decided to go down and in. And good evening. Welcome to Colfax High School. Rick Olson here along with Dan Petschauer. We're getting ready to bring you all the action of tonight's game between the Colfax Vikings and the Mondovi Buffaloes. And you can see the rosters for both teams on your screen. The Colfax roster is covering up Mondovi players warming up. Mondovi roster is covering up Colfax players that are warming up. But that's okay. But we've got a little bit of time to kill. We had some action already tonight. We had a JV game that the Vikings looked pretty impressive in, winning that JV game by a score of 51-30. Then they had a C-team exhibition, 15-minute running clock. C-team game, and the Colfax C-team fell in that one. The game was actually closer than the score indicated. They lost to the Buffaloes 26-13, but with about a minute to go. It was a 5-point game, and there was plenty of excitement. We've got a chance to watch one of our, as many of you may know, last summer we covered stock car racing from the Eagle Valley Speedway. And we got to see one of our drivers from Eagle Valley Speedway play in that game. Dan, that was the driver of the 7R car, Cole Richards.
Yeah, he's playing tonight for Mondovi. He's number 54 on the team, so that was kind of nice to see.
55.
55.
Who's counting?
55. Sorry, Cole.
But yeah, so it was kind of see him in a different kind of athletic endeavor. So that was kind of fun. And also kind of, it's really good to see the young guys out there at the track getting their feet wet and so on as well. And speaking of the track, we here at NLWN-TV are pretty excited to announce coming up in March, we're going to bring you classic soda racing action, as we're going to reprise 7 of the weekend races from the Eagle Valley Speedway, Cole Richards included, with a few added features. John Fellons is busy working on that as we speak. And this will help you get you ready for the 2021 racing season. That's classic soda racing action. And that gets started on March 17th. Got a little bit of time before that happens, but make sure you mark it on your calendar. It'll be Wednesday nights for about 7 straight weeks, right before the live racing season begins. That's right here on NLWN-TV. Well, I'll tell you what, Dan, we got a little bit of time. Why don't we take a brief time out while the teams keep warming up, and then when we come back, you can let us know who's going to be doing what in tonight's game.
Yeah, sounds good.
You're tuned to Viking basketball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Are your animals feeling a little under the weather? Give the nice folks at Colfax Animal Hospital a call. Bruce Buckley is just what the doctor ordered. In fact, he is the doctor, and he's ready to help. That's the Colfax Animal Hospital. Give them a call at 715-962-3380.
As you check names off your gift-giving list, Derry State Bank encourages you to shop local as much as possible. The reasons are countless. For example, local businesses create 2 out of every 3 new jobs in the U.S. each year. There are times you could save a few cents by ordering online, but when you shop at a local store, you could be saving your community. Shop local for the holidays. It's more important than ever. Derry State Bank. Banking on relationships. Member FDIC.
If you love them enough to relearn math so you can teach them math, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
And we're back here at Colfax High School. Rick Olson along with Dan Petschauer. Getting ready to bring you the Colfax Vikings against the Mondovi Buffaloes. And Dan, why don't you give us those starting lineups?
Yeah, here's the starters for the Mondovi Buffaloes tonight. They're going to go with 6'3" sophomore, number 3, Jared Faulkner. 6'4" senior, number 5, Wyatt Faulkner.
I think for that we're going to go with just Jared and Wyatt.
Jared and Wyatt.
Yeah, as best we can.
All right. And also they're going to go with 5'8" sophomore, number 10, Dawson Rudd. And 6' junior, number 13, Evan Gray. And 5'10" senior, number 20, Drew Everson. For the Colfax Vikings, they're going to go with 6'2" junior, number 4, Nathan Hajdukovic. 6'2" senior, number 15, Caden Erickson. 6'3" senior, number 21, Tanner Hoffman. 6'1" senior, number 23, Noah Heidorn. And 6'5" senior, number 33, Drew Gibson. So that is your lineups for the game tonight.
And it actually appears as though the Vikings may have a bit of a height advantage, with the exception of the two Faulkners, who are running 6'3", 6'4". The rest of the Vikings match up pretty well, going 6'2", 6'2", 6'3", 6'1", and then Gibson at 6'5". So, with the exception of Faulkner, the Vikings do have a bit of a height advantage in this game.
Yeah, it's going to match up pretty good. Mondovi maybe have a little bit of inside height, but who knows? Could become an inside-outside game, and we'll just see.
We'll have to see how Coach Noel, as he mentioned in Coach's Corner, is expecting to see a lot of 1-3 zone tonight, and we'll see how the Vikings handle that, whether their game plan for that 1-3 is going to work. He said to watch for the low corners and then the plays near the block, if I understood what he was saying, but I never understood basketball real well.
Yeah, they're trying to get the
ball around through the metal hoop, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Simple game.
Yep, they're trying to move the ball inside, and if they can't get it, there's going to be some 3-point looks on the outside. So it'll be inside-outside game probably.
All right. I'll tell you what, we're going to take another brief time out, and then we'll come back for the opening ceremonies of this game, and we'll have all of that in just a few moments, and you're tuned to Viking basketball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN TV.
Bridges, located in Colfax, Wisconsin, has been manufacturing prefabricated steel truss bridges since 1989. With hundreds of bridges supplied nationwide, we suspect you've crossed our path. It may have been on a pedestrian or bicycle bridge, or how about a snowmobile, ATV, or golf course bridge? Anderson Bridges is likely to have manufactured it. Founded in 1989, Anderson Bridges has been a family-owned company since its beginning and are proud to support the Colfax Vikings.
You're tuned to the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN TV. We use advertising revenue to make this service available to you. If you have a business and would like to get your message out to our ever-increasing audience, give us a call at 715-563-1749. We'll be happy to discuss our budget-friendly advertising packages with you. Get your business noticed on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN TV by calling 715-563-1749.
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Today we're talking about how to wake up your teen, and this works literally every time.
Give kisses. Give kisses. You heard how loud
I heard. It wasn't you. It was the...
Is that bacon?
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
And we're back here at Colfax High School. We're just getting ready for the national anthem. And then they will be doing the starting lineups from down at the scorer's table.
Would everyone please stand at the table, remove your hats and place your hand over your heart onto the flag as the national anthem is sung by the
quartet. A little bit of a change from what we sometimes get here.
Welcome to tonight's Dubstep Boys basketball.
That was a nice change.
Between the Mondovi Buffaloes.
And so now they're about to start again.
And your Colfax Vikings. Introducing starters for the Buffaloes. Number 3 is sophomore Jared Colfax. Number 5 is senior Wyatt Colfax. Number 10 sophomore Dawson Rudd. Number 13 is junior Evan Gray. And number 20 is senior Drew Peterson. Buffaloes are led by head coach Anderson and Ryan Gibson. And now the starting lineup for your Colfax Vikings. Number 4, 6'2", David Ayubic. Number 15 is 6'3" senior Kenny Erickson. Number 21, 6'3" senior Tanner Hoffman. Number 23 is 6'1" senior Noah Iowa.
And that's the starting lineup for tonight's game. And let's see, we have Hajdukovic, Erickson, Hoffman, Hydorn, and Gibson for the Vikings. And Faulkner, Rudd, Gray, and Everson for Mondovi, who will get the ball first. And we're with the Faulkner boys, we're just going to go Jared and Wyatt. And Jared's going to inbound the ball to Everson to start this game, and he does. And here comes Everson up across the timeline. Stops between the circles, tries to feed it over to the left side. They get it down, will try to feed it into the lane to Jared, and it rolls off his leg and out of bounds. But it went off a Viking. And so it'll be Mondovi ball. Everson to inbound. Gets it out high to Jared. Long three-pointer is off the iron, no good. Rebound taken down by Hajdukovic for the Vikings. He feeds it off to Hydorn. Takes it across the timeline over to Gibson. On the right side, high wide and right now between the circles over Hydorn. Ball gets taken away by Mondovi. Down the floor comes Jared. He lays it up and in. Mondovi draws first blood, 2-0. With 17:26 to go. Down the floor come the Vikings. It's Hydorn. Gets it down low to Erickson. Cross court now over to Hajdukovic. Back up between the circles to Hydorn. Over to Hajdukovic on the left side. Down to Gibson in the left corner. Back out high to Hajdukovic. Get it in the lane to Hoffman. We have a whistle and a foul underneath. And that foul is on Everson. His first personal, first team foul. Hajdukovic with it, gets it out to Hydorn. High wide and left. Hydorn double teamed. Dribbles down low, gets it over to Gibson. Now over to Erickson. Erickson puts up the shot off the top of the glass, and it evidently hit the strap because they whistled it out of bounds. And it'll be Mondovi ball. 2-0. Buffaloes have the lead. Everson with it. He's got it over on the left side. He gets it over to Gray, puts up the long shot, no good. Rebound, tipped around, taken down by Wyatt. They get it over to Rudd, who puts it up and in. 5-0. The Buffaloes have it. Rudd shot a three-pointer there. Vikings have it. Erickson puts up a three off the iron, no good. Gibson chases it down for the Vikings on the left side. Gets it out high to Hoffman at the top of the key, puts it up, no good. Erickson puts up the putback, no good. Hajdukovic with the rebound, tries to get it out to Gibson, but it's picked up by Wyatt. And he feeds it off to Everson, loses the handle. Vikings come down with it. Hydorn lays it up and in. Down the floor comes Everson for Mondovi. Puts up a shot from just outside the free throw line, and it's good. 7-2, Mondovi with the lead. Heidorn across the timeline for the Vikings. Feeds it over into the right corner to Erickson. Cross-court pass to Hajdukovic. To Gibson from the left corner. A little long on his three-pointer. Hoffman with the rebound to Heidorn. Puts up a three. No good. Rebound chased down by Hoffman, who feeds it underneath to Hajdukovic, who puts it up and in. Vikings cut it to 3. 7-4. Jared with it. Gets it down to Everson in the left corner. Tries to cross-court pass. Gets it out of the, or they get it picked up. Gray with it. Gets it out to Jared. Puts up a 3. No good. Gibson with the rebound. And down the floor comes Heidorn. Heidorn on the left side. Gets it across to Hajdukovic on the right. To Gibson down in the right corner. Back out to Hajdukovic. Tries to drive into the lane, ran into traffic, and the ball got taken away by Gray. Feeding it down to Wyatt, and they try to lay it up and in. We have an offensive foul being called on Jared Faulkner. That's his first personal. That'll be the second team foul on Mondovi. Vikings do a little switching around. Hajdukovic inbound. Gets to Heidorn. Feed it over to the left side. Erickson tries to get it to Gibson. Ball goes out of bounds. It was tipped by Mondovi. So the Vikings will inbound it in front of the Mondovi bench. Gibson gets it into Heidorn, and he comes down on the sideline. Out of bounds, Mondovi will get the ball. Jared will have it. Feeds it into Everson. Takes it between the circles. Now over to the right side. That's Gray. Cross-court pass over to Rudd. Rudd feeds it down underneath to Parr. Turnaround jumper by Jared is up and in from in the lane, and it's 9-4. Mondovi up by 5. Vikings come across the timeline. Parr steals it, feeds it up to Everson, but in the process, he was in the forecourt, fed it to Everson in the backcourt, and we have an over and back being called against Mondovi. So the Vikings will have it at midcourt. Erickson inbound, feeds it in to Hoffman, back out to Erickson, over to Heidorn. Heidorn between the circles. Over to Gibson on the right, or on the left side. Back to Heidorn on the right. Heidorn from the corner. Puts it up, no good. Rebound comes out to Gibson. Now Erickson with a shot, puts it up and in. Three-pointer by Erickson, and then we have a travel being called against Mondovi. 9-7, Mondovi up by 2. 13:48 to go in half number 1. Heidorn brings the ball down the floor, right through the center circle. Feeds it over to Gibson on the left. Back across the right to Heidorn. Looking for somewhere to go, gets it over to Gibson on the left. Down to Hajdukovic in the left corner. Now drives towards the lane, puts it up, no good. Erickson with the putback, and he gets it up and in. We are now tied at 9. Here comes Mondovi. Gray with it on the left side. And the ball gets taken away by Erickson. Takes a solo flight down. He does not get it up. We're going to get fouled on the way to the basket. And I believe the foul is going to be on Evan Gray for Mondovi. Erickson will be going to the line for 2. We have some substitutions coming in for both Mondovi and Colfax. Erickson's first shot is up and in. And the Vikings take their first lead of the night. Gibson and Hajdukovic take a seat. As into the game for the Vikings is Lenz. and Brian Albright. Erickson's next shot is on the way, and it's good. 11-9, Vikings up by 2, and here comes Mondovi down the floor. Max Martin with it. Feeds it over onto the left side. Ball gets tapped, and catching it, but standing out of bounds is Curtis Johnston for Mondovi. And down the floor come the Vikings. Hydorn with it. Feeds it over to Hoffman. Tries to get it down to Albright. Ball gets taken away by Jared. Feeds it over to Wyatt, and he lays it up and in. We're tied at 11. Down the floor come the Vikings. Hydorn gets double teamed, but gets it over to Albright. Now to Hoffman. Done underneath the lens. Tries a reverse layup, and it goes in. Bounced off the near side of the rim, the far side of the rim, and then either side, it went right between the sides, down through the net. Long pass down underneath, cannot be controlled by Johnston, and the Vikings come away with the ball. They were trying the alley-oop pass. Johnston went up to get it, and he couldn't quite control it. Vikings came away with it. Lens has it, feeds it out to the right side to Erickson, puts up a three, and he hit it. Colton Erickson with a three. Or Caden Erickson, I should say. All right. Max Martin with it. Feeds it over to Parr, puts up the shot, no good. Rebound taken down by Jared. Tries to feed it out to Parr, and the Vikings steal it, but we have a foul being called on Parr, I believe, as they were both chasing the ball for the sidelines, and Parr kind of ran into the Viking, and that was Hydorn going against Parr going for that ball. So that's the first personal on Parr, or maybe they just call it an out of bounds. I do believe that's all they ended up calling. Passing to Lenz, goes off his hands, picked up by Albright on the right side to Hoffman. Back to Lenz at the edge of the lane, back out to Albright, who puts up a three and hit it. Ryan Albright with three for the Vikings. 19-11, Vikings up by 8. Johnston can't hang on to the ball, and it goes out of bounds. They're going to say it's off the Vikings, so Mondovi will have it. Hoffman tried to coax the call out of the official, but wasn't able to do it. He's got to try, doesn't he? Martin with the shot, puts it up, no good. Rebound taken down by Wyatt. Gets it out to Parr. Parr with a long three, no good. Johnston gets it, taps it out to Parr. Parr with it. He gets it out to Gray. Feeds it underneath Parr. No good on his shot. Gets his rebound, tries to put it up, and gets fouled on the way up. J.T. Parr going to the line for the Mondovi Buffalo, shooting two. The foul was on Tristan Lenz. It's his first personal. That's only the first foul on the Vikings. Parr's first shot is good. And the lineup for the Vikings is Mitch Riesdorf. Second shot on the way. It's also good. 19-13. Vikings up by 6. Down the floor comes Hydorn. Feeds it over to Albright. Albright takes it between the circles. Gets it over to Hydorn on the left side. Down into the left corner. They kick it back out to Hydorn. Between the circles to Albright. Over to Lenz. Back out. Albright, then to Hydorn, and he goes down trying to get the pass off. We have a scrum on the floor, and it's a jump ball. Pair of 20s with their hands on the ball that time. It was Albright Everson. We could say they had 20-20 vision on that ball.
Yeah, that's right.
Mondovi comes down with it. As they had the possession arrow. Gray with it, feeds it down low, and Wyatt can't hang on to the ball. The Vikings have it. Riesdorf with it. Gets it over to Heidorn. Heidorn takes it down across the timeline. Heidorn's pass intended for Lenz a little bit too high. They get it to Gray. He tries to pass it back to wide. He's now trapped down in the corner, and they try to pass it into the lane. Vikings come away with it. Heidorn down into the corner, and we have a timeout being called by the Vikings. 9:41 to go in half number one. Vikings 19, Mondovi Buffaloes 13. You are tuned to Viking basketball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Maybe you can make retirement happen. After all, you made her college years happen. Opening that education savings account when she was little. Spearheading a campus tour. And another, and another, and another, and another. Bam! Deciphering financial aid. She was like, what? But now she's like, you aced planning for college. Now get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
Back here at Colfax High School, Rick Olson along with Dan Petchow. And Vikings have a 6-point lead, 9:41 to go in the first half, and they have the ball. Heidorn brings it through the center circle. Gets it over to Riesdorf on the right side. Gets down into the right corner to Albright. Back out high to Riesdorf. Over to Gibson on a cross-court pass. Out to Heidorf. Down to Gibson in the left corner. Gibson drives the baseline. Tries to go up with it, but the ball got knocked out of bounds. It's going to be Viking ball.
Colfax trying to find their way in, and the Mondovi 2-3 zone right now.
Heidorn to inbound it. Gets it out high to Gibson. To Riesdorf on the right side. To Gibson. Over to Heidorn on the left. Tries to feed it down across the lane, and there was too much traffic. Mondovi got it, but then Riesdorf took it back. And it's going to be Colfax ball as the ball is going out of bounds. One on Mondovi clears. That was Jared Faulkner. Reached up and touched the ball, and it'll be Viking ball. Long shot goes up, no good. Rebound taken down by Heidorn. Over to Albright. Back to Heidorn on the right side. He's underneath the Lenz. Lenz goes up. Ball got shot partially blocked, and Mondovi comes back down the floor with it. This is Gray. Drives the baseline. Puts the shot up. They're going to call a foul on Riesdorf. And that's going to send Gray to the line for two. First shot is up. Rattles around, no good. Erickson and Hoffman back into the lineup for the Vikings. Second shot on the way. Off the back of the air, no good. Vikings come away with it. Lenz on the rebound. Gets it to Heidorn. Brings it up across the timeline. Feeds it over to the left side to Hoffman. Down into the middle of the lane. Lenz puts up the shot off the glass and in. Tristan Lenz with the shot from the lane. Mondovi with it. Over on the left side. This is Gray. Drives down the baseline. We have a whistle and a foul. It's Hoffman committing the foul on Gray. As he was driving the baseline, Hoffman kind of came in and met him halfway. Can't do that in basketball. Works in football, but you can't do it in basketball. So Gray's first shot is on the way. And that one's off the back of the iron. 21-13. Vikings on top, 8:20 to go in half number one. And Gray gets his second shot. It's on the way, and that one's good. Vikings up by 7. Heidorn to bring the ball down the floor through the center circle. Takes it down the right side of the lane. There was a big collision, but they're calling Heidorn with the travel. So Mondovi will bring the ball down the floor. Everson with it. Gets it over to Gray. On the left side. He tries to pass it down low, but gets tipped away and stolen by Gibson. Gets it over to Hajdukovic. Takes it down across the timeline on the left side. Now down to the left corner to Gibson. Tries to feed it in the lane to Lenz. Lenz gets it, puts it up off the glass. No good. Rebound being caught for underneath. We have a whistle and a travel called on Mondovi on Wyatt. Travel on Wyatt Faulkner. He came down with the ball, but he didn't come down with his feet at the same time and ended up traveling as a result. Hajdukovic to inbound it for the Vikings. Gets it out high to Gibson between the circles. Gets it over to the right side. Hoffman to Erickson. Now cross court pass to Hajdukovic. Tries to drive into the lane. Feeds it back out to Erickson. Erickson with a three-pointer off the iron. No good. Lenz tries to get the rebound, and we have a whistle. And we're going to get a foul being called on Mondovi, on Drew Everson. That's his second personal, fourth team foul on the Buffaloes. Gibson has it on the left in the left corner. Lenz with it, gets it over to Erickson, puts it up, and counts. And Lenz is going to go to the line. He drew the harm. And that foul is on, I believe it's on Cam Myron. Or check that, it's on Cade Brenner. It's his first personal 15 foul, and we have a timeout on the floor. With 7:17 to go, you're tuned to Viking Basketball, Northern Light Webcasting Network, and NLWN-TV.
Maybe you can make retirement happen. After all, you made her college years happen.
Are your pooch's proportions putting on pounds? Or is your kitty's constitution constantly complaining? Well, stop by and see the friendly folks at the Colfax Animal Hospital. Dr. Bruce Buckley and his staff will be happy to help you get your family friend back on the road to healthy living. That's the Colfax Animal Hospital. Call them at 715-962-3380.
Erickson at the line for the Vikings. Getting the plus one here. Shots on the way, rattles in. 24-14, Vikings up by 10. And down the floor comes Mondovi. They get it down into the right corner, putting up a shot as Rudd. And that one went through. 24-17. Vikings have it. Erickson with a jumper from inside the arc. And he got it. 26-17. Erickson having a good night tonight. Brenner with it. Feeds it down to Parr. Parr puts up a shot from the baseline and he got it. Vikings up by 7. Hajdukovic with it. Cross-court pass to Hoffman, down into the right corner to Erickson. Puts up the three from there. No, it doesn't go. And the ball gets chased down by Brenner. They feed it over to Rudd. Back out to Brenner who hit the three. And we have a timeout being called by the Vikings. 6:16 to go. Vikings on top 26-22. And you are tuned to Viking Basketball, Northern Light Webcasting Network, and NLWN-TV.
Are your pooch's proportions putting on pounds? Or is your kitty's constitution...
You check names off your gift-giving list, Derry State Bank encourages you to shop local as much as possible. The reasons are countless. For example, local businesses create 2 out of every 3 new jobs in the U.S. each year. There are times you could save a few cents by ordering online, but when you shop at a local store, you could be saving your community. Shop local for the holidays. It's more important than ever. Derry State Bank. Banking on relationships. Member FDIC.
We're back here at Colfax High School. Rick Olson, along with Dan Petchon. I want to remind you that our next broadcast here on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV will be our coverage of the Viking girls when they host the Durand Panthers. And Dan, we're going to be right back here in these same seats for that one. And Viking pregame, notice it is an earlier starting time. Viking pregame will be at 5:55 and live play-by-play will begin at 6:10. There will only be a varsity game that night. That's tomorrow night. Viking girls taking on Durand. That's a big game for the girls.
Yeah, it is.
All right, Hydorn takes across the timeline for the Vikings. Gets over to Gibson, high, wide, and left. Down into the left corner, or right corner, I should say. To Erickson. Now they get it back out. Gibson from the top of the key. Off the air, no good. Erickson puts the shot back up, no good. And here comes Mondovi back down the floor. They feed it down, and we have Erickson with it. The ball got knocked around by about 4 different players. Finally, Erickson got his hands on it, and Hydorn takes it across the timeline for the Vikings into the left corner to Gibson. Feeds it into the lane to Hoffman, tries to go up, and we got a foul down on the floor. Hoffman trying to beg that was a shooting foul, but he wasn't that lucky. It'll be the 16th foul. And that's on Cade Brenner. That's his second personal. Vikings inbound to Erickson. Cross court to Hydorn on the left, or on the right. To Hajdukovic down in the right corner. And now we have a whistle. And we have a foul on Brenner again. Evidently gave a little bit of a shove. That should be the 7th foul, so the Vikings should be at the line for the bonus.
Yeah, that's Cade Brenner's third foul.
And accordingly, he takes a seat on the bench. Hoffman at the line for the Vikings. First shot on the way, off the air, no good. Rebound taken down by Jared. And the Buffaloes come across the timeline. They get it over to Rudd, who puts up the three-pointer from the left side, and he hit it. 26-25, Mondovi's cut it to 1. Vikings were up by 10. Gibson now from the left corner puts it up, no good. Rebound, tied up, and jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of the Vikings. Vikings inbound the ball. They get it into Gibson, puts a shot up, rattles around, goes out, and Gibson's going to go to the line for 2. That, I believe, is on Everson. That's his third personal. And the 8th team foul. Gibson's first shot is up, rolls around off. Curtis Johnston into the lineup for Mondovi. 4:59 to go in half number 1. Gibson's second shot is on the way, and it rolls around and off. And Mondovi comes away with the ball. Wyatt feeds it down to Carr, back out to Wyatt, puts up a 3, it's no good. Rebound being chased down by, Mondovi got it, tried to throw it off of Hajdukovic, but he just caught it. They get it down to Hoffman in the left corner. He does not get it to go in. It's tapped inbounds, tipped around, and now coming away with it is Mondovi. Mondovi coach telling him, slow down, take your time. Rudd with it. Gets it over onto the left side to Parr. Cross court pass to Jared, to Wyatt underneath. Pass into the lane to Johnston, gets tipped away, and the Vikings come away with it. They get it to Hydorn, who has Wyatt come around from behind him, grab the ball, and all of a sudden we have a jump ball with the possession arrow in favor of Mondovi. He just kind of came out of nowhere that time.
Yes, that's not right behind him. Got that jump ball.
It's one of those where you need to have eyes in the back of your head. So Mondovi will have the ball. Jared inbounds it to Gray. Gray takes it through the center circle. Now over to the right side. That's Martin with a long three. It's no good. Erickson with the rebound for the Vikings. Gets it to Heidorn. Across the timeline. Down into the left corner. Passes a little bit too high for Albright. Out of bounds, and Mondovi will have it. That's about the third or fourth of those that we've seen in this first half.
Yeah, Colfax has to keep their turnovers down to stay in this.
Gray brings it across the timeline. Stops the free throw line. Puts the shot off the glass and in. Down the floor. Comes Heidorn to Hoffman. Feeds it down underneath to Gibson. Lays it up and in and draws the harm. Puts the Vikings back on top, 28-27. He's going to go to the line for one more. That foul is on Parr. It's his. Or check that. That foul was on Martin. It's his first personal. Shot by Gibson. Rolls around. This time it went in. 29-27. Vikings up by a pair. 3:34 to go in half one. Martin with it. High wide right. Gets it to Johnston down in the right corner. He tries to drive the baseline. Ball gets knocked away from him, but they get it back out to Parr. Cross court past Jarrett. Drives under the free throw line. Jumper from there. Off the iron. No good. Rebound taken by Hoffman. Hoffman to Heidorn. He brings it down the floor. Back over to Hoffman on the right side, down in the right corner. Erickson puts up three, and he hit it! Caden Erickson with a real pretty looking three, 32-27, Vikings on top. And we've got a foul being called as Gray tried to drive the lane.
Yeah, Caden Erickson, number 15 for Colfax, 18 points already.
Wow, he's had quite the night. Foul, by the way, is on Noah Heidorn for the Vikings. That's Heidorn's first personal. Only the fourth team foul on the Vikings. Mondovi inbound and get out to Jared. He drives over to the right side of the lane, puts one up, and it goes through. 32-29. Vikings up by three. Heidorn across the timeline. Get it over to Gibson. Now down to the right corner. Erickson. To Hoffman on the right side of the line. Tries to drive and gets it off the glass. Does not go in. And down the floor comes Mondovi. Gray with it. He's out high. Gets it over to Martin. High, wide, and left. Now they feed it into the lane to Wyatt. He lays it up and in. Vikings up by one. Heidorn with it. Takes it down across the timeline. Feeds it over to Albright. Now down in the corner to Erickson. Erickson puts up three. No. And Johnston comes down with the rebound. Gray with it. Feeds it to Martin. Drives the baseline. Gets it over to Jared on the other side. Puts it up and in. And Mondovi takes a 1 point lead. 33-32. We got one of those back and forth ones tonight, Dan.
Yeah, both teams playing their offense really good right now.
And we have a whistle and a foul. That's going to be on Jared Faulkner. That's his second personal. It's the 10th team foul, so that means Albright will be at the line for two. His first shot is up good. Lenz checks into the Viking lineup for Hoffman. And Rudd checks into the lineup for Martin for Mondovi. We're tied at 33. Albright with his second shot now. It's on the way off the air, no good. Johnston with the rebound. He gets Jared. Jared takes it across the timeline. Feeds it over to Gray. Gray with a long shot. It's no good. Wyatt with the rebound. And we have, I think it's on Gibson. or lens. I couldn't see with the official flash, so we'll have to wait for it to come up on the scoreboard.
Looks like it's Tristan Lenz.
Tristan Lenz with his second personal, 15th foul on the Vikings. So Mondovi has it. Wyatt drives straight down the lane, tries to go up with it, and we're going to get a whistle and a foul. I believe it's going to be on Erickson, but it could have been on a bunch of different people. No, it's not on Erickson.
Looks like Ryan Albright.
And you're right.
One.
It's his first personal 16 foul, and Wyatt Faulkner at the line. Shot is up, no good. Mondovi will be in the bonus from this point on. His second shot is up off the back of the iron, no good. Down the floor come the Vikings. Gibson with it on the left side. Gets cross court past the Hydorn. Erickson down in the right corner. All the way across to Gibson on the left. Back out high to Hydorn. Over to Erickson, puts up the three and he hit it. 36-33, Vikings up by 3. Mondovi with it. Shot by Rudd is no good for three-point land, and down the floor comes Hydorn. Gets it over to Albright on the right side, back out high to Hydorn. He's out there in the center circle, getting some pressure from Wyatt Faulkner. Over to Gibson on the right side, back out to Hydorn. He turns, goes back between the circle to Albright on the right side, back out to Hydorn. 19 seconds remaining. Down to Gibson. Back out high to Albright. 10 seconds remaining. Back over to Hydorn, down to Gibson. Feeds it into Lenz. Lenz with the shot is up, and we're going to get a goaltending call. I do believe.
Or a foul.
Or a foul. No, and it's just a foul. It's putting Lenz at the line. First shot is in. That rolled around and hit about every part of the rim you can hit before it went down. Evan Gray is who the foul was on. Second shot's no good. Rebound down by the Vikings, and that's Erickson with the shot. Put it up, it goes in, and we're at halftime. So at halftime, the Vikings have a 39-33 lead, and we have Viking halftime coming right up. Your tune to Viking basketball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Time now for Viking halftime with this week's edition of Viking Profile and the Colfax High School Report. That's all coming up following this brief timeout.
So, I just moved in with this family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that. That's disgusting. Oh, poop already. You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
Time now for Viking Profile, where we take a closer look at one of the Colfax Viking players. And now, Viking Profile.
Today on Viking Profile, we're talking with Hunter Reback, and Hunter is a senior at Colfax High School, and we're going to get to know Hunter a little better right after this brief timeout.
If you love them enough to relearn math so you can teach them math, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
We're talking with Hunter Reback on Viking Profile, and Hunter, we know that you play basketball, but are you involved in any other activities at school?
Yep. I played football, and then I'm playing basketball. Well, I am playing basketball, and then baseball, and I'm gonna try and play golf at the same.
Okay, that's going to be a busy spring and summer.
Yeah.
So, when did you start playing basketball, and what kind of experience have you had?
I started playing when I was really little, and very good experience with it, playing with all my classmates.
What's the most important thing you've learned from playing basketball?
Trying to work as a team and not putting each other down and stuff like that. So
Sometimes that's a tough lesson to learn, isn't it?
yeah, for sure.
So, when you're not playing basketball or you're not at school, what are some other things that keep you interested and keep you occupied?
Hanging with friends.
Okay. That can always be a good thing. All right, I've got a few rapid fire questions for you. Pie, ice cream, cake, or cookies?
Whatever's on the table.
Hey, there you go. As long as it's good, right?
Yeah.
How about a favorite color and why?
Pink. I don't know, just because it's a blur, I guess, and it.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah.
Now, if you could have a superpower, what would it be and why?
Probably a fly. Just because I guess I'm short and I could just get away from people, I guess.
There you go. Do you have a favorite NBA or WNBA team?
No.
Okay. How about a college team?
Nope.
All right. So we're talking with Hunter Reback on Viking Profile. And Hunter, what are your plans for after high school?
Going to some sort of nursing program.
Okay. How about a shout out to your family?
Mom and dad for everything.
Okay. So when people watch Viking games here on NLWN TV, what number do you wear and what position do you play?
Number 30, press player.
Okay. So we want to thank Hunter Reback for joining us today on Viking Profile. Coming up next is more Viking Halftime.
You've been listening to Viking Profile. This has been a presentation of the Northern Light Webcasting Network.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Time now for the Colfax High School Report with an update about what's happening at Colfax High School.
Colfax Viking Athletics continues with the boys and girls basketball teams. The girls Viking basketball team went 1-0 last week as they moved their season record to 2 wins and 2 losses with a 49-43 victory over Glenwood City. The Viking girls are currently 2 wins and 1 loss in the Dunn St. Croix Conference. The Viking boys went 1-1 last week with a season opening loss to Somerset 76-44 and then a 61-52 victory over Glenwood City. That puts the Viking boys at 1-0 in the Dunn St. Croix Conference. Now, coming up this week, the Viking boys will host the Mondovi Buffaloes on Thursday, December 17th, and travel to Turtle Lake to take on the Lakers on Saturday, the 19th. We will carry both of those games on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN TV, with Viking pregame beginning on Thursday at 6:55 p.m., and live play-by-play at 7:10. On Saturday, the Viking pregame will begin at 5:40 p.m. and live play-by-play at 5:55 p.m. That's a little different time because it's on a Saturday. The Viking girls will host Durand on Friday, December 18th. We will have that girls game on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and on NLWN TV with Viking pregame at 5:55 and live play-by-play action beginning at 6:10 p.m. Notice that is also a time change. Viking pregame again at 5:55 and live play-by-play at 6:10 on Friday. Now, coming up next week, the Viking girls will host the Fall Creek Crickets on Monday the 21st. and the Viking boys will make up their game with Elmwood Plum City Wolves on Tuesday the 22nd. We will carry both of those games on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN TV. In addition, Colfax will begin its annual holiday break beginning on Wednesday, December 23rd. School will resume on Monday, January 4th. And that's what's happening at Colfax High School for the week of December 14th through the 19th.
You've been tuned to the Colfax High School Report with an update about what's happening at Colfax High School. Stay tuned. Coming up next is more Viking halftime and then second half action.
You've been tuned to Viking Halftime. Stay tuned. Coming up is second half action of today's Viking game on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN TV.
And we're back here at Colfax High School. Rick Olson along with Dan Petchow. Vikings have a 39-33 lead at the half. And Dan, how'd they get there?
Yeah, here's the scores right now for the Mondovi Buffalo. Their leading scorer right now is number 3, Jared Faulkner. He's got 8 points. Followed by Dawson Rudd with 6 points. We got Jared Faulkner Wyatt Faulkner with 4. We got Evan Gray with 3. We got JT Power 4. We got Drew Everson with 2. We have Andrew Rudd with 3, and Kate Brenner's got 3. For the Vikings, their leading scorer right now is number 15, Kate Anderson with 23 points. And followed by Tristan Lenz with 5. We got Ryan Albrecht with 4. We got Drew Gibson with 3. And Noah Heidorn with 2.
And I have a feeling that Andrew Rudd that you have is actually Dawson Rudd's points. Because the scoreboard has Dawson with 9, and you had him with 6.
All right.
So let's give it to Dawson, and then you're going to say everything the scoreboard says, and everything's going to be good. Mondovi's back out on the floor now. We have about 35 seconds to go before the start of the second half. Vikings down there warming up, and I'll tell you what's been a back and forth game. A lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, both teams have been working hard on the baselines and getting in, but they've also hit a bunch of threes. Kind of like Kate Anderson here, already has 4 threes.
When we were I was talking with Coach Noel during Coach's Corner. Actually, it was after Coach's Corner was done, and we were talking about the Glenwood City game being kind of back and forth game. And I said, Coach, if you have very many of those, you're going to end up with more gray hair than I have. And just kind of laugh. This is one of those kinds of games.
Yeah, both teams are really scrapping hard, diving on the floor, and going up for rebounds. So we'll see who's out in here.
So we have Erickson, Hoffman, Heidorn, Hajdukovic, Gibson out on the floor for the Vikings. And coming out on the floor, we have Wyatt and Jared, Faulkner boys. And we also have Dawson Rudd and Evan Gray and Everson. And the Vikings have the ball. And Hajdukovic over to Heidorn on the left side. And we have a whistle
away from the ball.
And a ball away from the ball, and I believe
21 for Colfax.
That's Hoffman. That's his second first team foul. Rudd with it on the right side, cross-court pass. And they try another cross-court pass. This one's taken away by Heidorn. Heidorn across the timeline. Over to Hoffman on the right side. Down to the right corner here. Erickson puts a 3, no good. Rebound. Chased down by Hajdukovic for the Vikings. Gets it out. Heidorn. Heidorn takes between the circles. Tries to feed it across to Hoffman. And we have all kinds of collision going on the floor.
And what are we going to have called?
Yeah, it could go either way. It could be a foul, but it also could be a travel.
They did not call a foul, and if they call the travel, it's the Vikings getting the ball. They might be calling the travel against Mondovi. They might be saying that Mondovi had possession. Now, wait a minute. Maybe they are calling a foul. Or kicking the ball with the foot by the defensive player. No, there was a foul being called. And the foul was on Wyatt. It's his first personal. Vikings feed it in the lane to Hoffman. Turns around, puts it up, no good. Rebound, tapped out to Hydorn. Put up a shot from the free throw line, and it was no good. And on the rebound, we get a whistle and a foul being called by the Vikings. And that foul is going to be on Hydorn. That's Hydorn's second personal, second team foul on Vikings. This half. That's Gray with it on the left side. They get it out. Heidi Everson feeds it over to Gray. Drives down into the left corner. Feeds it into Wyatt in the lane. Tries to move in the lane. Finally gets free. Puts it up and in. 39-35. Vikings up by 4. Hydorn with it. Gets it over to Hajdukovic. Hajdukovic down into the right corner. Erickson back out to Hydorn. Over to Hajdukovic. On the right side. Over to Hydorn. Wide left. Drives down into the lane. Tries to go up with it. Shot partially blocked. Mondovi comes away with it, but it's picked up by the Vikings. Gibson has it. Takes it down into the lane. Tries to go up with it. It's no good. Whistle and a foul being called, though. That's going to be a foul on Dawson Rudd. Gibson's going to the line for two. That's Rudd's first personal, second team foul on Mondovi. Gibson's first shot is up off the back of the air, no good. Gibson has it for a second shot. On the way, he rolls around and in. 40-35. Vikings have Nicholsworth. Down the floor comes Mondovi. Everson gets it out to Jared. Now over to Rudd on the right side. Down in the corner to Wyatt. Wyatt back out high to Gray. Shot goes up, no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds, and that was off of Gibson. So it's going to be Mondovi ball. Everson to inbound for Mondovi. If he did it wide, tries to slam it home and got rejected, and the Vikings come away with the ball. And checking to make sure that Wyatt's okay because he went down on his back pretty hard. And we do have a timeout on the floor. And with that timeout on the floor, I want to remind you that the next boys basketball game is going to be carried by NLWN-TV, and the Northern Light Webcasting Network is going to be a rare Saturday game when the Vikings travel to Turtle Lake to take on the Lakers. Dan and I will have that game virtually for you. We will have the video feed from the Turtle Lake Lakers, and we'll be calling it from our studios. This is a Saturday game, so we do have a special start time. Also, Viking pregame will be at 5:40. And live play-by-play will be at 5:55. That is on Saturday. Vikings up at Turtle Lake to take on the Lakers. Okay, Mondovi inbound the ball. Everson tries a long pass, taken away by Erickson, and it gets knocked out of bounds, but it went off of Hajdukovic's knee before it went out of bounds, and it's going to go back over to Mondovi. Jared Faulkner gets it in to Everson, takes down between the circles, over to the right side. Shot goes up by Gray, it's no good. Rebound taken down by Lentz. We have a whistle and a foul, and I believe the foul is going to be on Wyatt. Wyatt Faulkner.
Good job. Number 22, Tristan Lenz, box that out and draw the foul.
That's Faulkner's, Wyatt Faulkner's second personal, 13th foul. Heidorn with it, takes it to the right side, looking for somewhere to go, try to pass it over to Gibson, but the ball gets taken away by Wyatt, gets it over to Jared, puts up the shot and it goes in. 40-37, Vikings up by 3. They feed it over to the left side, Gibson down in the left corner. Gets it out high to Hajdukovic into the lane to Lenz. He tries to feed it out, and the ball got tipped away by Mondovi, and here they come down the floor, Gray lays it up, and it goes in. And again, Mondovi's cut it to 1. 40-39. 14:58 to go in the game. Hajdukovic gets it down to Eriksson, and the long cross-court pass gets stolen by Jared Faulkner. Puts it up, and it's in. Mondovi takes the lead, 41-40.
Jared Faulkner with 12 points.
And here come the Vikings. Eriksson with it. Again, that long pass. And we have a foul being called. That foul is going to be on Dawson Rudd. Second personal, fourth team foul. Away from the ball. Or on the floor, anyway. Heidorn inbounds it to Gibson, back to Heidorn. High, wide, right. Gets it over to Hoffman at the top of the key, down to the free throw line. Gets it over to Eriksson in the right corner, puts it up, no good. Rebound taken down by Heidorn. Gets it out to Gibson. To Hoffman from the left side, tries to drive into the lane. Ball gets knocked loose, comes away with Mondovi. Down the floor is Gray. He gets it over to Rudd. Now down in the corner to Jared Faulkner. Puts up a shot. Good rebound by the Vikings. Heidorn right into the center circle. He's picked up there by Parr. They get it to Hoffman at the free throw line. Gets it back out to Heidorn. Over to Eriksson from the right corner. No good. Rebound by Hoffman. Feeds it out to Gibson. Drives into the lane. Lays it up and in.
Good move by Gibson to get the 2 points.
6 points for Gibson on the night. 42-41. Vikings back on top. They feed it into the lane to Jared. Back out to Gray. Puts a shot. No good. Rebound taken away by the Vikings. Heidorn with it. Across the timeline. Drives down the side of the lane. And we have a whistle. And a foul away from the ball. It's a blocking foul away from the ball. The foul's on Parr. That's his first personal 15th foul. Heidorn gets the inbound pass in the backboard. Now takes it across the timeline. Parr picks him up right as soon as he comes across. Gets it over to Gibson. Back over to Heidorn down in the corner to Eriksson. Puts up a three. He hit that three-pointer. That was a good time for it. Caden Eriksson with a three-pointer. And a return shot by Parr. Puts it up no good. And the ball goes out of bounds on the rebound. Last touched by Tristan Lenz. 45-41. Vikings up by 4. 13 minutes to go. Caden Eriksson, 26 points on the night. Inbounding it to Martin. He drives late, tries to up with it. We have a whistle and a foul.
See if they call that Gibson.
Yes, it is. The foul is on Gibson. It's his first personal.
I thought it was going to be a jump ball.
It's the third team foul on the Vikings. Max Martin to the line. First shot on the way is no good. Martin 5'8" sophomore. Second shot. On the way. Off the back of the air and down to the net. 45-41. Vikings up by 4. Down the floor come the Vikings. Heidorn across the timeline. Gets it over to Hoffman on the right side. Back over to Heidorn on the left. Down to the left corner to Gibson. Puts up 3. No. Rebound taken down by Lenz. We have a whistle. They're going to say Lenz came over the top, I think, on that rebound.
That'll be three fouls on the system.
Into the lineup for the Vikings is Nick Jensen, giving Drew Gibson a bit of a break. That's also the fourth team foul on the Vikings. Brenner with it, bringing it across the timeline for Mondovi. Feeds it down into the forecourt. Martin on the right side. Try to get it out to Parr. Loses the handle, but gets it back. Now it's down in the left corner to Wyatt. Back out high to Johnston. Johnson tries to drive in the lane, loses the handle, Lenz comes away with it. Gets it over to Hydorn. Between the circles. Over to Erickson. Thought about pulling the trigger, but he was a long ways away. Gets it back over to Hydorn. To Hoffman. Feeds it down into the lane. Lenz lays it up and in. Tristan Lenz. If they can get that penetration pass and get it to Lenz down underneath, this could be dangerous. Martin puts up a long three and then drew nothing but net. That was an NBA range three. 47-45, Vikings up by 2. Hydorn to Lenz. High wide right, back over to Hydorn. Over to Hoffman on the left side, puts up the three. No. Rebound, taken down by Lenz, knocked out of bounds, and it's going to be Mondovi ball. And the lineup for Mondovi is Drew Everson, taking the place of Curtis Johnston. Everson has it. Takes it across the timeline quickly. Gets it over to Martin. Puts up a three and again. Max Martin has a pretty good shot on the outside. 48-47, Mondovi back on top. 11:25 to go. And we have a timeout being called by the Vikings. So a timeout on the floor. Vikings 47, Mondovi has 48, and you're tuned to Viking Basketball, Northern Light Webcasting Network, NLWN-TV.
As you check names off your gift-giving list, Derry State Bank encourages you to shop local as much as possible. The reasons are countless. For example, local businesses create 2 out of every 3 new jobs in the U.S. each year. There are times you could save a few cents by ordering online, but when you shop at a local store, you could be saving your community. Shop local for the holidays. It's more important than ever. Derry State Bank. Banking on relationships. Member FDIC.
Derry State Bank.
Don't wait. Communicate. Make your emergency plan today.
And we're back here at Colfax High School where the Vikings are trailing by a point. 48-47, Mondovi Buffalo. The Vikings have it with Hydorn. Gets it over to Lenz. Free throw line extended on the right side. Cross-court pass over to Hoffman. Hoffman back over to Jensen. Now Erickson tries to put it up. It gets blocked, but he gets it back. Feeds it into Lenz. Lays it up and in. Vikings back on top, 49-48. This is Everson driving in. And this is 2 games in a row, so the ball gets stuck up in the rim.
Well, I guess I do know that, yeah.
So it's going to be Mondovi's ball. Didn't take as long to get it out here in the boys' game. Wyatt has it, lays it up, no good. And Vikings come away with it. Hoffman has it. Takes a couple dribbles and gets it over to Hydorn. Hydorn across the timeline. Over to Lenz on the right. Cross-court pass gets intercepted. Wyatt with it, drives down the lane, and he lays it up, and he got held on the way up by Hydorn. So the basket's good. That'll put Mondovi on top, 50-49. And the foul on Hydorn is his fourth personal. 16 foul on the Vikings. So Mondovi will be in the bonus from this point on. Wyatt Faulkner at the line. Shot is on the way. It's good. Mondovi up by 2. And here come the Vikings. Cross the timeline. Here's Albright. Feed it down in the right corner. Back high to Albright. Over to Hoffman. Hoffman on the right side. Tries to pass it into the lane. But standing right there is Everson. He takes it down the floor. Gets to Jared. Puts the shot up. It's going to count. We have a foul being called on Hoffman. Hoffman didn't like that call too much.
Yeah, he got him in the body. Good job with number 3, Jared Faulkner, to draw the contact and get the 2 points.
And that is the third foul on Hoffman. 17th foul on the Vikings. So Jared Faulkner at the line. His shot is on the way off the back there. No good. Jensen with the rebound. Feeds it out to Erickson. But he fed it behind Erickson, and ball got picked up by Mondovi, but they promptly threw it away down to the other end of the floor. So it'll be Viking ball. Everybody needs to take a deep breath here.
Lots of game left. 10-10.
Vikings are down by 4. Hajdukovic into the lineup for Hoffman. He gets it into Albright. Albright bringing it down the floor. Gets it across the timeline. Feeds it over to Hajdukovic. On the left side, back over to the right side to Albright. Down in the left corner, but the ball gets taken away by Jared. He feeds it over to Everson. Puts up the shot, no good. Rebound taken down by Wyatt. Goes up with it. There's our foul on the way up, and Wyatt Faulkner's going to go to the line. And that foul is going to be on Nick Jensen. It's his first personal 18 foul. First shot by Wyatt is up and good. Mondovi up by 5. Second shot rolls around, goes off. Gibson comes down with it. Bring it down the floor. Gets it over to Hajdukovic. Hajdukovic on the left side. Feeds it over to the right side to Albright. Back over to Hajdukovic on the left. Down to Gibson in the left corner. Looking for somewhere to go with it. Cross-court pass out Albright. Over to Erickson. Erickson tries to feed it into the lane. Jensen goes up the shot. He got fouled on the way up. And I think it's going to be on Wyatt Faulkner. Oh, I take it back. It's not. It's on Drew Everson. That's his fourth personal. 16th foul. Jensen at the line to shoot 2. His first shot is on the way. No good. Jensen, the 6'2" sophomore. Johnston checks into the lineup for Mondovi. Second shot on the way, rattles around and goes out. Johnston gets the rebound, and Jared comes down the floor. Mondovi drives in the lane, puts up the shot, no good. Gibson with the rebound. Gets it off to Albright. Brings it down the floor. Token pressure being put on. Across the timeline. On the left side. Tries to throw it over to the right side, but there was nobody there.
Colfax having trouble getting their set plays.
They're putting a lot of pressure on the Vikings from between the circles and high. They're picking them up very soon after they cross the timeline. Here comes Mondovi with it. At the free throw line is Gray. Feeds it over to Johnson. Tries a power move, and they got him for a travel. He went with power on the baseline, and feet moved a little bit more than it should have.
Yeah, good job. Number 42, Nick Jensen, to hold his ground.
And the Vikings come down the floor with Hajdukovic on the dribble. Feeds it down into the right corner to Erickson. Back out high. This is Gibson in the left corner. Tries to feed it across the court. Gray got his hand on it, but went out of bounds. And up in the bleachers goes Erickson to get it.
Colfax, be careful on their cross-court passes. They're not getting them up high enough.
And when they do them up high, they're out of reach of the guy that they're sending him to. Hoffman tries to drive in the lane, loses control of it, and down the floor comes Mondovi. Mondovi on top by 5, 54-49. Try to put the shot up, no good. Parr with it from 3. It rattles around, no good. Jensen with the rebound. Gets it to Hajdukovic for the Vikings. He's got it to Hoffman. Down into the corner to Erickson. Back out to Hajdukovic from 3. He hit it! Hajdukovic with a 3-pointer.
Yeah, good ball movement by Colfax.
From the free throw line extended to the right. A return favor goes up, no good. Rebound by Wyatt. Puts it up, no good. Rebound taken down by the Vikings. Erickson on the rebound. Gets it over to Hajdukovic. High wide right. Gets it over to Hoffman on the left side. Back over to Hajdukovic on the right. To Jensen, then feeds it out to Erickson's three-pointers, no good. 54-52, Vikings down by 2. Three-pointer on the way from Gray is no good. Gibson with the rebound for the Vikings. Down the floor comes Hajdukovic. Across the sideline. They put him in a trap over on the right side, but he gets it over to Hoffman, back over to Hajdukovic. Tries to feed it down into the corner, and the ball gets tipped away, but it's a timeout being called. Timeout on the floor by Mondovi with the score. Mondovi 54, Vikings 52. Your tune to Viking basketball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network at NLWN-TV.
Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
And we're back here at Colfax High School, and I wanted to remind you one more time something we mentioned earlier tonight, that we have some kind of fun coming up. We have classic Wissota racing action coming up. That's coming up this spring. We're going to reprise 7 of the weekend races from Eagle Valley Speedway with a few added features. This will get you ready for the 2021 racing season. Classic Wissota racing action begins on March 17th, right here on NLWN TV. Down the floor comes Mondovi. They feed it over to the right side to Parr. Now back out high. And over to Brenner. And over to Gray. On the left. Back out to Brenner. Then Johnston as he takes it in the lane. And we have a foul being called. I think it's on Jensen. Yeah, it's a foul on Jensen. That'll be the 9th foul on the Vikings. Second foul on Jensen. Johnston at the line. First shot is up. No good. Lenz coming in for the Vikings. As Jensen takes a break. Second shot on the way. That one goes in. 55-52. Vikings trail by 3. 6:54 to go. It's been one of those back and forth games all night. Hajdukovic brings it down the floor. Takes it over to the right side. Gets to Gibson. High wide left. Now out to the free throw line extended left. Hoffman drives towards the lane. Gets to Lenz down to the baseline. Puts a shot. No good. Rebound. Lenz is the last one to touch it. And it goes out of bounds. Mondovi will have it. Jared inbounds it to Brenner. Brenner back to Jared. Down to Wyatt. Down at the baseline, but it got knocked out of bounds by Hajdukovic. And so Jared is going to inbound it into the backcourt to Brenner. Brenner feeds it to Wyatt in the lane.
Gets it out to Johnston. Johnston from the right side drives into the lane, lays it up, no good. Gets his own rebound. Feeds it out to Parr. Parr goes up with it and draws the foul. I think it's going to be on Lambs. Nope, I'm wrong again. Fouls on Erickson. It's only his first personal. 10th foul on Vikings, so Mondovi will be in the double bonus for the rest of the game. Parr's first shot is no good. Parr has 4 points on the night. Second shot on its way, and it's no good. Rebound taken down by Hoffman. Feeds it over to Hajdukovic. Hajdukovic gets it across the timeline. Over to Hoffman. Free throw line extended left. Now Hoffman takes it up between the circles. Hajdukovic on the right side. Cross court pass to Hoffman. Drives into the lane. Lost the ball as he tried to go into the lane. Tried to put a spin move on, but the ball didn't go with him. And going down the floor is Jared. And here we have Gibson. Kept looking behind him, thinking somebody was going to come and get him. And yeah, they did. Knock the ball out of bounds. Gibson basically had a solo shot. Vikings ball into their own basket. And we have a timeout on the floor. They're going to make sure they get the perspiration wiped up. And as they were doing it, the coach wiping it up discovered how slippery it actually was. Now we'll be ready to inbound it. That was a nice example by the coach to show that.
Yeah.
Hajdukovic feeds it into Hoffman. Makes a move. Feeds it to Hajdukovic in the lane. Tries to get it out to Gibson, but Wyatt gets his hands in the way. Wyatt Faulkner with it across the timeline. Feeds it to Parr down to the right corner. Parr out high to Jared Faulkner. Now over to Wyatt. Now down to Parr in the right corner. Parr back out high to Brenner. To Jared, down at the baseline, and jumper from there is in. 57-52, 5-point lead, 5:11 to go. 5-point lead for Mondovi. Hajdukovic gets it to Erickson, puts up a three. No, and Parr leaps up, takes that rebound. Down the floor comes Mondovi. Feeds it down to Parr on the baseline on the left side. Now back out high to Brenner. Down to Parr on the left corner. To Wyatt. To Johnston between the circles. Now they get it over to Brenner on the right side. Free throw line extended. Feeds it into the lane to Wyatt. Puts it up, no good. Rebound taken down by Lenz. They get it to Hajdukovic. And we have a timeout on the floor. Timeout by the Vikings. And with that timeout, you're tuned to Viking basketball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Honey, what I think you need is a socket wrench.
I played JV basketball.
I'm sorry. I don't think it looks right.
This is good, and it's all good, baby.
Is it really all good?
If you love me enough to routinely test your handyman skills, not to mention the strength of your marriage, then of course you'll visit nhtsa.gov/therightseat to make sure I'm in the right car seat.
I'm gonna call my dad.
Rick Olson along with Dan Petchow. We're back here at Colfax High School. Vikings trailing by 5. Dan, this is a heck of a ball game.
Yeah, back and forth. Mondovi's been just a little bit better in the second half here right now, but
they keep getting those long arms, there's no way.
Yeah, Colfax is going to have to watch cross-court passes here.
Hydorn back into the game for the Vikings, takes it across the timeline. Hoffman with it now to Gibson. Down on the left corner, back out high to Hoffman. Takes it to the free throw line, gets it out to Hydorn. Hydorn from the three-point arc, it rattles around, no good. Rebound by Lenz, the put-back shot, and it goes in. Tristan Lenz with the shot. 57-54, here comes Parr. Drives down the baseline, and Hoffman's wondering why he didn't get a foul. Heidorn with it at the free throw line, feeds it out to Erickson. Erickson puts up the three, and he hit it! Caden Erickson ties it up at 57 with 3:50 to go in the game. Down the floor is Everson. His shot is no good, and the Vikings have the rebound. Heidorn with it. Gets it over to Erickson. Cross-court pass to Erickson. Back over to Heidorn. To Hoffman. To Gibson on the left corner. Tries to drive in the lane. Ball gets knocked out of bounds. Everson was the last one to touch it. So it'll be Vikings ball. Heidorn to inbound it. Martin in the lineup for Mondovi. Erickson from the left corner puts it off the glass, no good. Rebound taken down by Hoffman. Gets it out to Gibson with a long three on the way. He hit it! Drew Gibson with a three-pointer, and the Vikings take a 60-57 lead. Martin with it. Feeds it over to the left side. Wyatt feeds it to Jared. Tries to go for the shot. Couldn't take the ball with him. He did everything right except take the ball with him.
Colfax on a little run right now.
That last three by Gibson gives him 9 points for the night. Vikings come down with Heidorn with the ball. Gets it to Erickson over to Hoffman. Down to Gibson, back out to Hoffman. Hoffman drives the free throw line, tries to get it out to Heidorn, threw it away.
Good idea by Tanner Hoffman to get it in the
He's got to make sure of that pass, and that's something Coach Noel was just reminding him of. Cross the timeline, comes Everson from the top of the key, gets it over to Martin on the right side. Cross-court pass gets intercepted by the Vikings. Vikings giving Mondovi some of their own medicine there. Heidorn with it. Across the timeline. Vikings up by 3 with 2.5 to go. Cross-court pass and Mondovi intercepts it. Down the floor come the Buffaloes. Puts the shot up, it goes in. And he draws the harm. That's great with the shot.
Yeah, Tanner got a little extra there. Got a technical.
Tanner Hoffman has to take a seat. And Coach Noel wants an explanation from the official as to what's going on here. I think they may have ejected Tanner.
I think he just got technical, but yeah. I don't know, there really wasn't much there.
60-59, the Vikings are on top, 2:17 to go. Evan Gray at the line. He has a shot, and then they have the technical, and then they'll get the ball.
Yeah, so Colfax is going to have to tighten up on defense, try to get some turnovers, stay in this.
Here's the first shot. It's up, off the back of the end, off the back of the end, hit the top of the backboard, drop right down through the net. We're tied at 60. Now he's shooting the technical, and he gets 2 shots for the technical. First shot on way, no good. And his second shot. On the way, it's good. 61-60. Mondovi with the lead. Now they'll get the ball at midcourt. Jared inbound it. Everson. 2:17 remaining in the game. We have a close one here. Mondovi up by 1. Everson with it. From the top of the key, feeds it over to the left side. They get down to Wyatt in the corner. Back out high to Martin. Then Everson puts up a shot. No good. Wyatt with the rebound. To Jared. He lays it up and in. 63 to 60. 3-point game. Heidorn with it. High wide left for the Vikings. And we have a timeout called by the Vikings. 1:44 to go in this one. And we have a timeout on the floor. You're tuned to Viking basketball, Northern Light Webcasting Network, and NLWN-TV.
Maybe you can make retirement happen. After all, you made home ownership happen. Homeschooling yourself on loans, beefing up your credit score.
So I'm pre-approved.
You were like, yes! Sorry. Color coding listings, ticking boxes, and flushing every toilet in a 20-mile radius. Home sweet home. You aced House Hunter. Now get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
Back here at Colfax High School, Rick Olson, Dan Petchow, minute 44 to go. Vikings trail by 3. They have the ball. Heidorn with it, gets it over to Gibson, high wide left, down into the left corner to Lenz. Back out high to Gibson. Good thing Gibson reached up as high as he did. Now feeds it over to Heidorn on the right side. Over to Lenz on the left. Back over to Heidorn. And we have a foul being called on Gray. He was coming out, tried to intercept the pass, and ran into Heidorn. Heidorn's going to go to the line.
Crucial free throws for Colfax.
Heidorn with the 1-and-1. Gibson switches places with Lenz. And Jensen takes a seat. Heidorn, the shot short. Rebound chased down by Martin for Mondovi. And down the floor comes Everson. From the top of the key, gets it over to Martin. Drives down the lane, lays it up, and it goes in. Max Martin. With 12 points on the night. Down the floor come the Vikings. Trailing by 5 under a minute. Over to Hajdukovic. Feeds it to Lenz. Can't find the handle. Feeds it up, and the Mondovi Buffaloes have the ball. 45 seconds remaining. And we have a whistle foul. Erickson on the foul. That stops the clock. It's going to put Everson to the line. Everson's first shot is up and it's good. Still a two-possession game. Second shot on the way, and that's also good. 67 to 60. Vikings down by 7. That's the biggest lead of the night for Mondovi, or it equals their biggest lead. Lenz has it. Over to Gibson. Three-pointer on the way. He hit it. Drew Gibson with a three-pointer. We have a timeout called by the Vikings. 67 to 63. We're going to keep it right here. Dan, holy cow.
Yeah, Colfax. I have to get a quick call here, keep the clock from running, and it's going to be back and forth now from the free throw line.
We have a 4-pointer. We do have Erickson out on the floor, who's got 29 points on the night for the Vikings. In addition to that, Lenz has another 11, and Gibson has a dozen. So they're putting some points up. They just can't be committing the turnovers. And
yeah, they're going to have to hit free throws. Mondovi will try to not follow here.
Jared Faulkner has 18 for the Buffaloes. Wyatt has 10. And then Dawson Rudd, the 5'8" sophomore, has another dozen. All right. Mondovi inbounds it. Faulkner has it. They get it into the forecourt to Rudd. Feeds it over to Wine. Lays it up and in. He thought about slamming that one, but knew better. And the Vikings commit a turnover on the baseline with 17 seconds left. That was a costly one. They stepped in bounds before they were rid of the ball. 69-63, 6-point game. Mondovi has the ball. 17 seconds. They get it in to Gray, and Gray gets fouled by Hajdukovic. 4 seconds run off the clock. He's going to put Evan Gray to the line. He's got 9 points on the night. First shot is good. 70-63. Second shot on his way. It's good. 71-63. Vikings have it with 12 seconds. Hajdukovic pumps a three off the glass. No good. Putback is no good. And now we have a whistle by foul on Lenz. That's going to walk the length of the court because Jared Faulkner's going to go to the line. With 2.6 seconds to go, that's fourth foul on Lenz. And the Vikings are going to take a timeout. No. Evidently a technical foul was called as well. Faulkner's shot is good. And the next shot is also good. 73-63, a 10-point game. And a game that was actually much closer than the score indicates. And the other free throw is good. 74-63, 11-point game with 2.6 seconds to go. It was a bench technical being called on the Vikings. So, Mondovi inbounds, and that's going to do it. Final score, the Mondovi Buffaloes 74, and the Vikings 63. We're going to be back with Viking postgame right after this timeout. You've been watching Viking basketball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Roll over. Chance high five. All right. When you adopt a shelter pet, you discover all the things that make them unique. And your mother and her. I am totally a hot person. Right, guys? Thanks for being honest. They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love. Adopt pure love at theshelterpetproject.org.
Thank you for joining us for Colfax Viking Boys Basketball. This has been a presentation of the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV. Stay tuned. Coming up next is Viking Post Game, where we'll take a look back at today's Viking game.
Hey world, I have a quick message. It's about safe driving. Alright, let's go. Anytime you're driving, have the seatbelt buckled tight. Both hands on the wheel and your phone out of sight. Well, not in your hand trying to text somebody back. Because if you do, your car might get smacked. The moral of the story, just put your phone down. The people on the road will stay safe and sound. Put your phone down, put your phone down. People on the road will stay safe and sound. Yeah.
Time now for Viking Postgame, a wrap-up of today's Colfax Viking Boys game. And now, Viking Postgame.
And Rick Olson along with Dan Petchow back here at Colfax High School, where the Vikings just dropped 74-63 decision to the Mondovi Buffaloes. And Dan, that score is a lot wider than what the game was because it was back and forth all night. You have some stats for us?
Yeah, here's the scores for Mondovi tonight. Their leading scorer was number 3, Jared Faulkner. He had 21 points. Followed by number 5, Wyatt Faulkner. He had 12. We had Evan Gray with 9. We had Max Martin with 7. We had Evan Gray. Oh, he had 9. Drew Everson at 4. JT Parr at 4. Cade Brenner at 3. And Curtis Johnston had 1. For the Colfax Vikings, their leading scorer tonight was number 15, Caden Erickson with 29 points. Followed by number 33, Drew Gibson, he had 12. We had Tristan Lenz, 11. We had number 4, Nathan Heidekovich with 5. And Ohio, number 23, he had 2 points. So 74-63 is your score.
And we'll get into a lot more detail on this in just a minute or two, but tonight's game was a story of turnovers. If Vikings could have eliminated half the turnovers that they committed, this would have been a totally different outcome. But that's how the game gets played. You got to be prepared to do that sort of thing. I'll tell you what, we'll come back with some final thoughts. I'll see if we get a coach by then. And if we do, we will have a chance to talk with one of the Viking coaches. It could be Brett Prince or it could be Coach Nolan. One of the two of them may be coming up. We'll see, but we'll be back right after this time out. You're tuned to Viking Postgame on Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
When I was 10, my mom got deported. We had a difficult time, and I feel that's why I didn't get to finish school. My husband is really supportive in a way that he pushed me to go back to school.
She wants to have a career so her kids can look up to her.
They both keep me motivated to go to school, and they see that if I do it, like they can do it too, you know? I feel that everything's possible.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Hey!
Okay. If you love me enough to tolerate my perfect little pets and all their glorious dander, then of course you'll visit nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat to make sure I'm in the right car seat.
When I was your age, I was just like you, fascinated by stars. But now I get to search for life in the universe. And who knows, maybe life is looking for us too.
So we're like aliens to them?
Yeah. Does anyone want to be a scientist now?
I do.
Awesome. We need more girls in STEM.
Maybe we can find aliens.
And Rick Olson back here with Dan Petchow, and it looks like we won't be having a coach coming up tonight. I suspect they're kind of disappointed. A couple technical fouls against the Vikings tonight. Kind of put a sour note in their mouth, but you know, all in all, we had a heck of a basketball game tonight. Vikings fall 74-63, but they played hard. They put plenty of points up on the board. It's those darn turnovers.
Yeah, second half was the determination. They figured out how to shut down Caden Erickson for Colfax. He only, I think, had 6 points in the second half. And then the whole pile of turnovers by Colfax really hurt him in the end.
Well, so it's off to Turtle Lake for the Viking boys, and we'll have them on Saturday early evening. Viking pregame starts at 5:40, and we'll have that. We'll be doing that game remotely. And but we have something coming up before that. We have tomorrow night, right back here, same place. We have Viking girls taking on the Durand Panthers. That's actually a battle for first place. If the Viking girls can somehow knock off the Durand Panthers, they will be tied for first place in the Dunsink Croix Conference. And so, of course, the girls are pretty excited to have that opportunity. That one, the pregame will begin at 5:55, and live play-by-play will begin at 6:10. So we'll see you right back here tomorrow.
Yeah, quick night.
Yeah, sleep fast. It's gonna come up pretty quick. Okay, you've been tuned to Viking Postgame on the Northern Light Webcasting Network.
You've been listening to Viking Postgame, a wrap-up of today's Colfax Viking boys game. You can catch Colfax Vikings games by tuning in to any of the Northern Light Webcasting Network outlets. This has been a production of the Northern Light Webcasting Network.